Okay, I think I know the answer is. I'm looking at this. Let's see. Left.
A satisfying click told me I turned it to the right position. It felt like tumblers in a safe.
That's south. That's S. And then there's D, which would be, right. So we would have to check on the S and the D's, because those are the most important ones. So, let's go right.
Another click, another step closer.
Alright, we go S again. Okay, we got one more S. And then we go right again. And then just keep going left.
I love the sound of locks clicking open.
Okay, we're not leaving without that stone cylinder, by the way.
I removed the stone cylinder.
Good, because we need this. Right, nothing said about this spot. But we do have something going on here. Well, my way is blocked. Great, we can't go back. No, I think we can go back.
Ut lex vel ut next sumito. To the law or unto death, submit. I guess these people didn't believe in liberté, égalité, or fraternité. Yes, I'll admit it. I was a swot at school. I also wore lipstick and the nuns never knew.
Alright, let's go ahead and check this out. It's like a cross.
The cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before.
Yeah, we keep seeing this cross. What happens if I actually click on it?
Oh my god! The slab came down with a hell of a force.
Whoops!
With nothing to hold it up, the cross dropped back down again. If I was going to get a closer look at the panel, I'd have to find a way of keeping the cross up.
Great. Let's see. Do I have anything? I think the shell case will help. Might as well give it a shot. No? Is that even the shell case, or am I thinking the wrong thing?
The brass case was smooth and perfectly round.
Oh wait, I know what to do. I have to put it here, not on the fucking thing. I'm being an idiot. There's something else I need for this one, and it has to be destroyed. Not destroyed, crushed. So let's go ahead and crush that right now. It is necessary.
Lifting the cross closed the entrance door and also opened some kind of stone panel. Ingenious.
Yes. Well, let's go ahead and grab what I just broke.
The stone slab had flattened one end of the showcase.
Only one end? That's good enough.
The showcase had been flattened at one end, forming a serrated edge.
It'll be needed, considering it's serrated edge. Also, nothing new here. Okay. Let's go ahead and try this again. Now I know what to do. I need the shell case to be crushed first. And then... There we go.
The stone cross was propped up. Now I was getting somewhere.
There we go. Now, let's go ahead and look at this, shall we?
I touched the slot. Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This slot was designed for something specific. But what?
Well, let's see what this is all
A
about.
round slot precisely carved into the stonework.
I think I know what we need for this.
The artifact slotted into the hole perfectly. Behind the old walls, I could hear some kind of mechanism groaning into life, but whatever had been triggered had now jammed.
Oh, great! Well, let's just go ahead and leave that behind and just take our crushed shell case
I
back,
removed the shell case.
because it's
The
more important.
cross didn't drop back down. Some kind of mechanism was holding it up.
Great. Let's see. Oh, there's something I click on over here. What's this?
The gap was too thin for me to get a grip. I needed something thin enough to prise the door open.
That's a door? I'm sitting down so I'm not actually seeing the art really well. That's a door? Okay. Okay, whatever you say. If it's that thin, well, we still have this.
Another good use for a shell case. Another secret room. Somebody had something to hide. But was it what I was looking for?
Who knows? Let's go have a see and check out what could be in this chamber.
Wow. Through the darkness, I could see that this was a stateroom. But for what purpose? And how did it tie in with Carchon?
I don't even know why we're in the middle, but I'll just go back and, be at the light side just in case. There's a clickable area though. I'll investigate it.
Amazing. The thing still worked. The room lit up bright as day.
It was a generator. Good, now I can actually see. Okay, so let's investigate.
I wasn't going to find anything in this old desk. It hadn't been used for years.
Dang it. There's a few things I can look at here.
A slot next to the safe door. All I had to do was find something to fit into it. It was like being back in kindergarten. All I needed now was a shape that would fit the slot.
I doubt it's gonna be this. Yeah.
Lady Justice stared out from a stone door, which was locked and reinforced with steel bands.
Alright. Let's look around a bit more.
The flags had faded, but their message was still pretty clear. Fascist regalia, a message of hate.
Huh. Alright, what else can we find? Hang on. What is this?
It was pretty clear from the lack of dust that someone had been working very recently at this desk.
Oh boy. Someone's spying on us.
Oh my god. The sheet was a printout with my personal information. Everything from my favorite food to my waist size. They were right about chocolate. But come on, guys. I'm a size 10. There was even a picture of me, taken with a telephoto lens. Carchon wouldn't have taken these pictures himself. This was big. And organized. I was part of it. And people were getting murdered.
Well...
The dregs at the bottom of the mug hadn't dried out or gone moldy. It wasn't more than a day old.
Oh shit.
This was the article I'd written about the costume killer. My suspicions were right. Carchon had cut it out. 2 businessmen had been killed. One in Italy, one in Japan. In each case the killer had worn a costume. A penguin, and then a snowman. But that wasn't the only link between the 2 murders. Both the victims had been big media do-gooders, and I proved they were just the opposite. So, How did they fit in with Carchon?
That's the big question. Some memory sinister is going on, and sadly we are a part of it, even if we don't want to be. Fill in the rest of these articles.
My articles about the costume killer.
Ah, she already said all of them. Alright. Oh, someone else over here. What's in there, Nico?
Inside the drawer, I found a note written in some kind of code.
On the space. Right, so we now have some cryptic shit. Might as well go ahead and see what else is in there. Oh. Whoops.
Damn, don't you just hate it when that happens?
Well.
A photo, long lost, had fallen down the back of the drawer. It was very old, but there was no mistaking the guy in the foreground. Carchon. Behind him were soldiers, a burning village, and a corpse. The photograph was cropped on the right-hand side. Somebody else in the picture obviously didn't want to be in it anymore. I wasn't surprised. This was Africa in the 60s. An uprising was being brutally suppressed. And here was Mr. Media himself, Carchon, doing the suppressing. The photograph was not just powerful evidence. It was also my ticket to one explosive story.
Right, so now that we have that, which is extremely important, let's see what the cryptic message is. Oh good, I get to translate. Because translation is a lot of fun. Great, so the correct symbol, we must correctly match all the symbols of the correct thing, highlight a symbol, then highlight the corresponding letter. Alright. Well. Let's see, I think I'm gonna take a wild guess. That'll be a P. That looks like an N, but they're also the same as that one, though. Alright, wait. There's a lot of them, though. Let's go by. Let's see. I think that it has to be a name. I think I know what name it could be. Let's see, where is that symbol? Yep. What else? What is that symbol right there? There we go. That makes things a lot easier. Now let's see, what else is there? Don't know what that means. Okay, that has to say report. So, what is that one symbol? And one more symbol to go for that one, and I'll figure that one out real quickly. Okay, report to follow? Borrow? I think that says follow. Let's go ahead and try follow. Might as well. Might lead us somewhere. Alright, the last one is that zigzag thing. There we go. Okay. Fall report? Now we'll come back to that. Something. Okay, that has to be an is. That has to be a this because that's an S, considering the is. Where is that symbol, by the way? There you go. So that symbol right there will be Or is it a H? There we go. I think that's weight. I think that's an A. That one. Don't know what that says. Okay, that has to be both. It's not half. It's not Star Wars, sadly. Okay, that's a butt. Let's see. Full report to follow, but this is too urgent. This is way too urgent to wait. It's an important matter, so that would make a lot of sense. Arno, whoever he is, I think that's a D, because that says and. I still don't know what that is. They're both dead though. This is not a coincidence. Indeed, it seems that all of us who came together in something are in danger. Take great care, something. Okay, now I have to sort of cherry pick guess on this one. That's a name, and the only thing I can think of with this is Yamada, considering that sounds like a Japanese guy. So, that's the only thing I could think of when there's an Amada right there, so it has to be Yamada. Okay, now that's there, that has to be a month, so that's July, from the looks of things. I don't know what S is, though. I don't know what this is. No. Not that either.
I had decrypted the note. It read, "Here. Full report to follow. But this is too urgent to wait. Arno and Yamada both dead. This is not a coincidence. Indeed, it seems that all of us who came together in July are in danger. Take great care. X." I wasn't the only one to make the connection between the costume killer murders. I'd been right all along. That was why he had asked to meet me. But what did I know that he didn't? I had enough for a story. An amazing story that was going to make my reputation and blow Conscience to pieces. I needed to get home fast and start typing.
Bonsoir, Collard.
Nico, it's Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie, you cracked open the champagne yet?
Are you crazy?
What's wrong? Wait a minute. You didn't print it, did you?
Course I didn't print.
That's the best piece I've written.
The last, as far as I'm concerned.
It's important.
It's suicidal. You can't destroy a national hero.
He deserved it.
His corpse isn't even cold.
Ronnie, 2 hours ago I told you what I'd found. You loved it. You begged me to write it up immediately.
2 hours is a long time in newspapers, Nico.
Someone's got to you, haven't they?
Listen up, Nicole, and listen good. Pierre Carchon had a lot of friends, powerful friends. For your own sake.
Forget what happened.
You got it. End of conversation. Good night.
This should have been my big break, but I knew there was nowhere else to sell this story. If Ronnie wouldn't print it, nobody would.
Bonsoir, Collard.
Mademoiselle Collard, my name is Plantard. I need to talk to you about your story. Your Pierre Carchon story.
How did you know about that?
There are people out there, madame, who will be very upset by this story.
Oh, really? Well, it's their lucky day. It's been spiked.
Yes, I know. We must meet.
We must?
I have information relating to your costume killer stories. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., Café de la Chandelle Verte, Rue Alain Court. I shall be wearing a grey overcoat. You must talk to no one about this.
You can't tell me what to...
Tomorrow at 8. I'll be waiting.
People complain about newspaper articles all the time, but not usually before they're printed. I was beginning to feel scared. This guy, Plantard, could I trust him? Should I meet him or forget the whole business? I didn't have an answer.
I'd only been in Paris for a week, but already I'd fallen in love with the city. My latest discovery was a little cafe, La Chandelle Verte. I was pretty sure the waitress was taking a shine to me. That old Stobart charm, I guess. Little did I know my reverie was about to be so rudely interrupted. As I picked myself up, I was really angry. One minute I'm on vacation, the next minute some clown's blown me up. I knew right away what I was gonna do. I was gonna find that clown and bring him to justice. Because justice matters. Justice is up there with liberty, and equality, and, fraternity. After all, that's why I'd studied law, wasn't it? Well, that and the money, of course.
Oh, George. So yes, now we're playing as George, which is where you would actually start in the original game. I remember this very well. You would actually start right here, because you don't play as Nico at all in the original game. So, this is where it all begins, where the explosion happens. And, yeah. Things go entirely bad for George, sadly. But we're just gonna have to figure out why it happened. Now, I faintly remember what you're supposed to do here. I remember screwing around a lot, not knowing what to do. But I think I know what to do. Alright, let's see what we can look at here.
The big story was about the brutal murder of a French media magnate, shot down in cold blood. The guy oozed confidence, like a regular French statesman.
Yeah, they're trying real hard to keep that HD commentary going on. When it was very muffled up back then, it wasn't really good quality. It's kind of hard to make it sound good.
The column was devoted exclusively to rumor, gossip, and sensationalism.
So it's going to sound a bit shite.
The column was...
Alright. Nothing else here?
The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Alright. Nothing pulling there.
The big story... The guy...
And that's about it, sadly. Oh. There is this, though.
I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read, Salah Eddin, 1345.
There we go, now I can leave. Alright, so now that we have that, let's go up here. The workman is important. Oh, look!
Freeze! Hold it, right there.
Whoa, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, huh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop your weapons and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant. Move. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the café, marche. What a mess. This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead? Move.
Oui, monsieur? but I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death. However, in this case, the man is quite dead.
I love you, baby.
Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can.
Moo is the best.
Et maintenant, to business. Your name, please?
George Stobart. I'm from California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time of year, no?
Yeah, I guess so, apart from the bomb blasts.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
The deceased entered the cafe. Yes, I did, actually.
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
And did he say anything to you?
No. He was more interested in the waitress.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
Yeah, there was that clown guy.
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion? Bon. The picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one. Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll live. She confirms the American statement. A clown with an accordion, no doubt an elaborate and eccentric disguise.
Very well. Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My card.
Thanks.
That is all. You may go.
There's not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If the door can only be opened.
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
Anyway, Nico is here. Might as well go ahead and talk to her.
Excuse me, mademoiselle? Hi. My name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yep, that's right. On vacation in Paris. Some vacation, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out in front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with a hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside just before the bomb exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I'm Nico Collard from La Liberté.
What is that, some kind of nightclub?
Oh, no, it's a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you could interview me about the bombing. An eyewitness account, minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see who planted the bomb?
I know it sounds crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
A clown? It's him again.
It's him again, huh? Let's talk about him then.
Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
Oh, well.
Who was the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Planto. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Well, not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation.
Right. Let's talk about the, you know who, fucking inspector. Rosso's gonna be quite a character as we go along through these games.
Do you know a police officer called Rosso?
Rosso? Our paths have a knack of crossing. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was deliberate. Have you seen Rosso? Is he here?
He's inside, attempting to question a witness with his psychic powers.
That guy is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves playing that psychic powers bullshit.
How did Plantard get your name?
Through the newspaper, La Liberté. I'd written an article linking two unsolved murders, one in Italy, the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer. Plantard said he could supply me with more information. Somehow the clown must have known about our appointment.
Well, let's talk more about that clown.
Why won't you tell me about the clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen, I'll give you my phone number. You help me with my story and I'll let you in on what I know. And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop these pictures. I'll be on phone with you.
Fine. I'll see you soon.
And this is the beginning of how these two met and their adventures together. So we have a lot to read. Listen, if you had anything to do with the explosion, yada yada. Met a very cute photojournalist named Nico Collard. Yeah, this is gonna get very good. The relationship's gonna get very big as we go along. And the story between these two is actually really well done as we go through these games. It's not really, like, done too much. Like, it's not really the most important thing with these games. But it is a sort of plot that is continued throughout the games. And it is important. But she gave me a number. We do have that number. Which will be important for us, because she is going to be someone we need to talk to multiple times in order to, you know, get information across to her and know some stuff, as well as, you know, get some other things done. But right now, it has not appeared in our inventory as of right now, so we can't actually call her yet. Now, let's go ahead to that workman again. Because last time we were interrupted by the, you know, Moo. So let's actually talk to the workman this time.
Hey, you!
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, gah! I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess.
Alright, let's talk about the clown.
Did you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by?
God
Some
damn
of
it.
us have to work for a living.